So, Kate, I've been meaning to tell you that I caught Tinder Swindler over the weekend.
Did you? What'd you think of it?
It was really good.
I liked it a lot.
Good. So, you had mentioned the show originally like a week ago or something?
Mm-hmm.
And then I fired up this friend of mine gave me a Netflix gift certificate or whatever. So I went ahead and fired up a Netflix deal there. And within like a day or two, there it is, front and center, Tinder Swindler.
There it is.
For me to watch. So to recap for the unfamiliar, there's this dude who is kind of posing as a diamond, like a diamonds in his family or something, right?
Mm-hmm. Like an heir to a diamond family?
Yeah, heir to a diamond, something like that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And turns out what he was actually doing was constantly conning one woman after the other and basically using... This hurts my brain trying to explain this. Can you do a better job, Kate, or no?
Oh, he's just using his image of being the heir of a diamond family that people are always after him and he's not safe. And so he can't use his own money. So could you please get a credit card and I'll pay you back and I'll put you on the payroll? And
yeah, so he kept on explaining away why he needed this money. Oh yeah, my enemies are after me, which he said that multiple times. I'm like, okay, yeah, that sounds pretty made up. But
you know, in that part of the world, and diamonds being a big business, I'm like, I get it, but I don't know that I would ever be able to get a credit card for more than like $5,000.
Yeah, 'cause some of the debt that was incurred on this is impressive. Like, I think one of the women was at $100,000 or something.
At least.
Some shocking number, yeah. And basically, he was using the current person he swindled to then impress the next person that he was going to swindle. Right? Like
what did they call it? It was like a Ponzi scheme?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because a Ponzi scheme, you're getting a whole bunch of people to throw money into a pile, and then you're using everyone's money to pay the big returns, in quotes, that they're getting over time. Bernie Madoff being the biggest one, which is probably, it was a long time ago now, 10 years. It's been a bit. And then, so yeah, similar deal here where, this guy's constantly using the current victim's credit card to impress the next victim with all kinds of fun private flights and expensive meals and all that.
Mm-hmm. High-end hotels.
And then now he's out there saying, I never said I was a part of a diamond family. I made all my money in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And then his current squeeze is they're just making it up. And it's like, well, that's pretty interesting that at least 3 women, right? 'Cause I assume there were more that just weren't featured in the film.
Correct.
Or weren't discovered yet, or maybe...
Or did not come... Yeah, there were more women.
Right. 'Cause like last week we talked about how the FBI said that like cybercrime was up more or less and to be vigilant and people getting fooled in specifically romance scandals or romance. Help me out here. Romance swindling.
Yes. Hijinks.
Yeah, they're robbing like 70-year-old grandmothers of money.
I know.
And they had said, we think this that there's actually a lot more of this out there, but oftentimes people are too embarrassed to come forward and say, yeah, I fell for it. I feel stupid.
Right?
Yeah, but can recommend Tinder Swindler in your Netflix. That was pretty good.
I liked it.
All right, Kate, yesterday we were talking about Baby Shark.
Yeah.
Right? And then I ran across this story. A fan gave the Jonas Brothers a dead shark in 2009.
Oh.
Right, so Nick talking about it. The craziest thing we've ever been given is definitely a dead shark. It wasn't a real big shark, though. It was only a baby shark, but they'd preserved it in this tube for us. That was odd. They didn't even leave a note explaining it. It was just, here's a dead shark. And then Kevin Jonas said, we're still trying to figure out how they actually went about buying a dead shark. I mean, is there such a website as buyadeadshark.com?
Is there?
There's not. No, I looked it up, Kate, and it's available.
You checked? Okay.
Yeah. Buyadeadshark.com is available. Get it for your website, $14.
Maybe it's on the black web. Black web? Blackmail, dark web.
I think dark web is the word.
Yeah, thank you.
Underground web, so it's not going to be something called buyadeadshark.com that anyone can access?
We're not going to find it. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe. I mean, doesn't it sound like dark that you could buy a dead shark?
Yeah, and I could see that potentially being illegal, maybe. I don't know. Depending on the shark. By an endangered dead shark, I don't know.
Maybe it's not by a dead shark. Maybe it's by dead animals. Maybe shark is just one of the dead animals you can purchase for your favorite Jonas brother.
Maybe. We'll have to do some research and get back with the listener on where exactly you can buy a dead shark.
We might get flagged if we start searching stuff like that.
Yeah, so if you could do that on your home computer, Kate, that'd be great.
Yeah, maybe not.
No. Okay.
Womp womp.
Yeah, womp womp indeed.
Matt, have you finished The Mandalorian?
No, I just watched one episode. It didn't really grab me.
It didn't grab you?
No, okay. I got encouraged. Like, hey, just watch through episode 5 and then you might get into it. I'm like, what?
Well, I get how that goes because sometimes when they start a show out, it's like a little slow and you're like, all right, if I can power through the first couple. I also didn't go after episode 1.
You actually watched it, though?
I did the first episode.
Oh, I mean, why? What happened?
My kids wanted to watch it, so I sat down with them.
Okay. Because you're kind of anti-Star Wars, aren't you?
No.
Or maybe not anti, indifferent?
It doesn't grab me.
Okay.
Yeah. I watched the original Star Wars with them in the last 2 years.
Nice.
That was kind of fun.
Are you going to do the rest of the trilogy?
Yeah, probably not.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. Goldfish crackers are now shaped like Mandalorians, though, for all of our Star Wars fans. And if you find them on the shelves, they're retailing for $2.79, but I did see that they're on eBay for as much as $75 a package.
Oh, of course. It's a collector's item.
For goldfish.
Yeah, now to be clear, you can still get regular shaped goldfish.
To be clear.
Because I guess, obviously, if they changed them all to look like Mandalorian, then they wouldn't be going for $75 a pop on eBay.
Right.
So did you buy some?
I haven't seen them yet.
Oh, I thought maybe you pulled the trigger on the eBay offer.
Oh, absolutely not. No.
I don't know about buying foodstuffs as collector's items. Isn't that just asking for bugs and weirdness potentially down the line?
I think crackers are probably safe, right? And they're sealed.
Well, yeah, so...
What do you mean bugs?
Like literal bugs.
Getting into the package?
Well, yeah, if you buy one of these, so it's just like a cardboard box, right? That's what goldfish come in?
They usually come in like a paper bag, like the tall bags. You can get them individually in the plastic bags, but like the goldfish that you and I are familiar with, it's like a paper bag that stands up with a foil liner on the inside.
Okay. Well, okay, maybe with the foil it might be. Okay, I just worry that packaging would deteriorate over the course of like 50 years, you know? Like if you're into Mandalorian, like there's always a new generation of kids falling in love with Star Wars.
Right.
So if you end up buying this for your 10-year-old, that could get pretty disgusting 50 years from now. Is the package going to deteriorate and all that?
I don't know. I'm thinking of the individual packs of goldfish that we always get. We get the Sam's Club box of goldfish, so everybody gets their own little pack, you know?
Oh, everybody gets a pack.
It's kind of like a chip bag. Does a chip bag disintegrate?
I would think that, yeah, just the adhesive that's used to, I mean, the whole thing won't disintegrate necessarily, but at the seams, I think it might.
I don't know.
I feel like you would need to store it in some kind of...
plexiglass tomb.
Yeah, plexiglass is what I was going to say, but I wasn't sure if that sounded right.
Display case for all of your Star Wars shaped crackers.
I don't know what to search for to find how long do unopened crackers last. I mean, it's one thing if they go stale. It's another thing if they get gross. I do remember once upon a time I had like a limited edition Pepsi can for something. I forget what it was. And it ended up leaking eventually.
Ew.
Like years after the
really?
fact. Yeah, I got all over some electronics that I was not appreciative of.
No, not
cool. No.
Coca-Cola is introducing a new drink inspired by space. It's going to taste like a combination of Coke Zero and s'mores.
Your favorite.
Yeah, right? When you hold it up to the light, it is going to be red and purple in color. So this must be in the 20-ounce bottles and not in the cans.
Actually want to be able to look at it.
Right.
It's hard to look at the soda when it's coming out of the can into your mouth.
Coca-Cola Starlight.
Coca-Cola Starlight. When's this available?
Any day now.
Any day.
Any day.
So start looking for it at your grocer's soda aisle.
I mean, you could pour it from the can into a glass, though.
Oh, yeah, because it is available in the can. I see it.
There you go.
Can't hide from me. Then I end up in the story. Coca-Cola has 4 new drinks you'll definitely want to try. Coca-Cola Starlight. Simply Spiked Lemonade. They're advertising. What? Coca-Cola with coffee mocha. I believe we talked about those a long time back.
Right.
And then Topo Chico Ranch Water Hard Seltzer.
Yikes.
And it's okay. Interesting. So Coca-Cola does have some liquor brands under their umbrella, huh? Weird. Yeah, ranch water doesn't sound good. Do you think it sounds like it tastes like ranch?
Yeah. I think anything that's creamy probably shouldn't be a seltzer.
It says the Coca-Cola company says it was inspired for this next drink by the cocktail recipe made famous by Texas bartenders. So the word ranch is not about the salad dressing.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah. Features real lime juice. So it probably tastes more like a lemon lime or limon, if you will. Or won't. That may be a trademark of 7-Up or something. I don't know.
That sounds more tasty.
Than ranch.
Yes.
Ranch infused drink. Yeah, yes. I don't think so. I don't want it. I don't want ranch in beverage form.
I mean, I've done shots of ranch, but
I was going to say plenty of people drink regular ranch, but just a shot at a time, right?
One shot at a time. Shots.
So what, you take a bite of celery and then chase it with some ranch? Why would you take a shot of ranch?
Because it's so good.
Is this an activity you still partake in?
No. And I'm joking. I've never taken shots of ranch.
Oh, well, bummer.
It's just fun to say, let's do shots of ranch or...
That's pretty telling that I was convinced. I go, yeah, I could see Kate doing shots of ranch. I didn't question it.
Okay. Could have just kept on going.
Do you think I'm smearing you or something or what?
No, I'm saying I could have kept it going.
Oh, yeah. Just strung me along for years and years.
Yeah.
Until we end up at wherever, BW3, Buff Wild or something, and have the ranch. Like, all right, Kate, let's do the shots that you're talking about. And then you go, finally, you idiot. Of course that wasn't true. It's about time all these years later.
All these years, I had ya.
Man. Fooled. I feel like I've been Tinder swindled now, except not on Tinder.
Without the cash.
Kate swindled. It's not as catchy sounding.
Ranch swindled.
Ranch swindled. Okay.
Matt, you made chili over the weekend, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Chili. It's chili season. Did you know? Have you noticed?
I know, but did you know that today is Chili Day? National Chili Day.
Real? Oh, well, that's good.
So do you have any leftovers, or do you just need to make a fresh batch today?
I need to make a fresh batch, yeah.
Fresh batch. Okay, so it's National Chili Day, National Tortilla Chip Day, which I definitely think should be celebrated, World Bartender Day. So if you're going to spend some time in a bar, tell your bartender thank you. Give them an extra tippy tip.
There you go. Yeah, double that tip.
Yep. And just to stay on the radar, Matt, 5 days until Mardi Gras.
Oh.
17 days until Daylight Savings. 21 days until St. Patrick's Day. And 52 days until Easter.
Damn. Here it comes. All right, I'm ready for it. You know, one of my favorite things about February is the fact that it's 28 days, so we can hurry up and get into March, because February typically sucks when it comes to weather, and we've experienced some of that here recently, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like February and March blend, though. We might have a couple of nice days in March, but still going to be cold.
I agree with that. I just think there's something psychologically beneficial from knowing, okay, here we are in March, we're nearly out of this.
Right.
Whereas like February, I'm like, February, get over, please. Thank you for only having 28 days.
Come on.
Yeah. I'm sick of being cold. Don't like it. And Mardi Gras, I feel like Mardi Gras, you said Mardi Gras is in 5 days?
Yes.
Huh.
Next Tuesday.
Fat Tuesday.
Yup.
And then it's Lent?
Yep. Mardi Gras is on Tuesday. Ash Wednesday starts Lent.
And then eventually we're in Easter, and it's great.
Huh. And then it's supposed to be spring.
Are you going to Mass on Ash Wednesday?
Probably.
I figured so.
More than likely.
Such a good Catholic over there.
Well, I don't want to go to hell, so.
Oh. I see.
That was so funny.
I think I might still see you there.
There's a good chance, Matt. There's a good chance. No, that answer is clearly just for my mom. Yeah.
Nice.
No. Yeah, I'll go because I usually go to Mass with the kids at school. So.
Oh, really? Okay. Mm-hmm. Is that a common thing?
Mm-hmm. Wait, is it common for me or is it common for people?
Both, I guess.
It's common for me. I don't know about people.
Okay. Yeah, I was curious. Do you ever see other parents there?
Yeah.
Okay. And you sit with your kids?
No, they sit with their classes usually.
Okay.
They've got the opportunity to sit with me, but they both tell me that they'd rather sit with their class.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that. I actually get a little bit more out of Mass when I'm not sitting next to them, distracted by them. So
what are they doing to distract you?
Oh, they need a mint or a Kleenex or a cuddle or
need a mint.
Constantly moving. Or did I tell you about this thing and blah, 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 blah. No, shh, pay attention. But I'm also easily distracted. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
Are they better behaved with the classmates?
Yes, because they have to behave. If they sit with me, it's kind of like, ooh, I can kind of just sit here and coast.
They get docked points for being bad at Mass?
No, but they get like, I don't know that it's like, you have to be really bad to like get pulled back to where the teacher is. But if the teacher has to correct you like 2 pews away and everybody sees it, it's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah. Pew, pew. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that that's ever happened recently.
They got any nuns over there teaching them stuff?
No, not at our school.
Is that a lost thing, or nuns not teaching us, or are there just not as many nuns?
I'm sure there's a shortage.
A nun shortage?
Yeah.
Because I had a few nuns in school.
Maybe not nuns shortage, but nuns teaching shortage. Probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had some nuns growing up too. And I didn't have any nuns in high school. There was a nun at our school, but I never had her. But I had more nuns in college than I did in K through 12.
Yeah, see, Kate went full K through college, post-secondary. I just did K through 12 for Catholic school, so.
K through college, yeah.
Kate wins.
I don't know that Kate wins, but
no?
I did go through.
I thought it was a competition.
K through. Oh, is it? Well, then, yeah, I'm definitely not going to hell.
Oh.
If that's the contest, no.
First one to hell.
Probably had more student loans for K through college, but
that's a pretty costly place to go.
Yeah.
St. Mary? St. Mary?
St. Mary. St. Mary and LV, what? Yeah, it's now University of St. Mary. I went when it was St. Mary College.
Oh, okay. So the degree from there is worth more now?
Probably. They've got way more programs than they did. They have way more sports than they did when I was there, too.
Have you ever thought about going back?
I haven't been back in a long time. I haven't. And I keep telling my kids that I want to take them and show them the campus and everything. And I need to do that.
I meant go back to school.
Oh, no.
Never once considered that?
I don't know. I don't have like I've always been wanting to be an artist, or, I want to get into accounting. I don't have it. I'd love to go back to, I love school, but I don't know what I'd want to go back to school for. Does that make sense?
Mechanical engineering.
No.
Okay.
Not for Kate. Maybe a master's in English so I could read more. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Except for I have a degree in English, and I was shocked at how fast we were expected to read books in college. I was like, wait, that's 7 chapters in 2 days. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, never mind. It took me a while to learn how to read faster in college.
Speed read? Did you read up on speed reading, or?
No, it became work. It wasn't hey, let's go hang out on front campus with a blanket and read. It was buckle down, read, pay attention.
Not leaving the dorm room until these 5 books are done.
Right?
Okay. I was just curious if that was something you ever thought about.
What about you?
Not so much recently, but yeah, I've thought about kind of changing because I have a journalism degree, and I've thought before, like, should I go into computer science? Because I think I've got the aptitude to do it, but ultimately talking a bunch of nonsense on the radio is more appealing for now. Who knows? But
right.
But I think that's what I would go back for. Some kind of computer science-y kind of thing. Or potentially some kind of engineering. But my math skills are pretty rusty. Yeah.
You know what, though? You don't know that your math skills are rusty until you're trying to do like 4th and 5th grade math. Because you're like, wait a second.
Yeah. I thought about going back to school to take some 4th and 5th grade math.
Just come over after school. You can do some 4th and 5th grade math.
You're trying to fool me into helping your kids with their homework.
I said nothing about helping my kids.
Oh.
You can just sit there and do the math with them.
Okay.
No.
Give me a copy of their worksheet or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe. I'll think about that.
Okay. Maybe I'll bring some worksheets in and you can look it over and be like, no thanks.
And we briefly talked about this before. They teach math a lot differently than they used to, right?
I think so. But at our school, like everybody's like, oh, it's core, blah, blah, it's Common Core.
Right, yeah.
I think that we only touch on core at our school. It's not full-blown Common Core math. It's a little ridiculous because I'm like, wait a second, why aren't you? I feel like they also have different vernacular, different words. Like the words that we used. When I say those words, and I'm trying to think of an example.
Multiply, divide.
Carry the one isn't it, but it's something like, okay, now you carry the one. But I don't think they say carry the one. I feel like they say...
throw the one.
Right.
Give a piggyback ride to the one.
Gently grasp the one.
Over to the other column.
Right.
Or whatever. Yeah, I thought they weren't carrying ones anymore, and instead they were like drawing a square and then writing numbers in it or something. I don't know.
With all the dots and circles and stuff. My kids are not doing that.
Okay.
Our school is not.
How do you feel about that?
I'm okay with not being full Common Core.
Okay.
Yeah. I also don't know enough about math to be like, why are we teaching our kids this way? And I kind of want to be like, when are they going to use this in their life?
Oh, so you're sounding like one of them then.
But I felt like that I was also that kid.
When am I going to use this?
Well, like, yes. So I don't say that out loud, Matt. I don't say that to their teachers.
You say it in your head.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Well, yeah, I mean, math is there are lots of industries where a mastery of math is used. So.
True.
And a lot of the really high-paying ones, too.
True.
So, there you go, kids. Go be smart with math and get paid.
I have my youngest. Math comes very easily to her.
That's nice.
It is nice, except for she's kind of lazy about it.
Oh, uh-huh.
So she doesn't double check everything, and it's like the little mistakes get her in trouble. But she also doesn't think it's cool to be good at math.
Really?
Yes. Yes. And so I'm like, listen, kiddo, some of these kids have to work super hard at math, and it just comes so easy to you. A, it's cool to be good at math, and B, it's going to be so much easier for you in life when you're good at math. Come on.
Yeah, I remember, and pardon me if I've mentioned this on the show before, but there's always new listeners to Matt and Kate. Believe it or not, there's some people that we still need to go out and captivate. I remember in JUCO at Johnson County, at JCCC. Yeah, Johnson County Community College. Took college algebra there, and then I just remember like every single day there was one fewer person there.
Yeah.
Felt like it started with 30 and then ended up with like 10 of us.
Yep.
And I was like, I actually kind of find this stuff kind of easy. Lucky.
Yep.
And then it's like, what if I had actually tried? Because I'm kind of the same way as Elliot's your youngest.
Uh-huh.
And being like, you know what? Had I actually tried, I could have been really, really good at math. But instead it's like, I'm good at this. Let's just get a B and not try.
Let's just get by.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Any other subjects that are messed with compared to when we were kids, Kate, that you've noticed with your kids?
Messed with.
Like math, how they're teaching math differently now than they used to. Are there other subjects that you've noticed are like, wait, why are you guys learning this way? Or is it pretty much exclusively math?
Maybe grammar.
I think a lot of the same literature is featured, right? Or are they too young still?
No, they're reading things that I didn't read.
Okay.
Yeah, and so when they've been reading both of their classes, because they're just a year apart in school, so they're in 4th and 5th grade this year. So when Finley was reading something in 4th grade, Ellie was helping in 3rd grade, so that when Ellie was in 4th grade, she kind of already knew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but when they have to read something for their English class, like Charlotte's Web, like we read that together,
okay.
The 3 of us.
Yeah, that'd be a good example.
Yeah, so we read Charlotte's Web together. So I feel like that's something that I didn't grow up with. But we also didn't grow up with there were books on tape, but it wasn't like at our fingertips like Audible. You know what I mean?
Oh, do your kids do books on tape? Is that encouraged by the school?
Uh-huh.
Really? Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, especially with my oldest, she has to go. Once isn't enough for her. So, like, if the class has to read 2 chapters for homework, she's essentially supposed to be working 2 chapters ahead so that she reads the 2 chapters at home and then they read the 2 chapters at school. So she gets it a second time. So we do the book in the car on Audible so we can listen after we've already read it. Does that make sense? And sometimes we'll listen as we read. So.
Yeah, the library is a good place to hit up for audiobooks, but it's kind of hard to be picky if you're looking for something specific.
Well, it's not hard to be picky. It's if you're willing to wait. That has been my, when I want to listen to a book, it's like, okay, you're 8th in line. It's like, okay.
Okay. It's hard to sync that up with the kids' curricula.
Correct.
Yeah.
So my sister and I share an Audible account and we go back and forth and we go back and forth like, hey, I need the latest line in The Witch in the Wardrobe. And
stat.
Yep.
You guys sign off on each other's purchases. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Clever idea.
Yeah. And there's one time that my sister was like, hey, did you buy this book? And I was like, no. And she's like, okay, your kids did.
Oh, your kids have access to?
Well, they don't. But if you ask the smart speaker to play a book that you think that you have, and she goes, getting that story for you, it's not in your library. Do you want to purchase it for $9.99? And they say, yes. Okay. It goes right to the Audible account going, you just purchased. I'm trying to think what it was. I think it was Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, you might want to go in there and disable that.
Yeah, you might.
Get your Amazon app out or whatever. Yeah,
but it's connected to Audible.
Well, yeah, my guess, or maybe in Audible, maybe if you log into Audible on the back end, it says, do you want this to be available on purchase through your smarts? There's got to be a setting somewhere to turn that off.
Or it's the people at Amazon going, this is how we get them, because we know their kids are smarter than they are.
This is how we get them.
This is how we get them.
That is true. The kids are smarter than the parents when it comes to the tech stuff.
Totally.
Pretty early on, too.
Yep.
So, watch out.
You can check the settings if you want, but...
They'll figure it out. They'll find a workaround.
Right?